Hey, what's going on everyone, and welcome back to my channel once again. It's Mac. This is another versus bots fight gameplay commentary of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So, if you are tuning into this channel for the first time, please and thank you very kindly be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell notification so when another gameplay video becomes available, you'll definitely be notified about it. Plus, by you subscribing to my channel, that does help and support my channel in the long run of things. To those who have already recently subscribed to my channel, thank you very kindly for that great and awesome type of support. I'm very much content and greatly do appreciate all of you for that great and wonderful type of support to my channel. That tells me all of you do like and enjoy the type of creative content of which I do produce, and your support is a big time help to my channel. Once again, thank you very kindly for that. Much of my love and appreciation goes out to all of you for that. Thank you very kindly for that. Okay, so just to let all of you know, now that this video here is going to be... Okay, now, just kind of bear with me on this here. This video here is going to be a long one. Well, I suppose I should really say longer than usual. The reason being is, there is much gameplay versus bots, action, and information on the weapons within this bundle, which I will be exposing and discussing about on this video here. So anyways, let's just put it this way. If I were to break down the performance on each of the weapons in different and separate videos, well, in my perspective, in relations to that would take, that would just take too long. Therefore, if I just pretty much cram all of the action and information on all of the content weapons within this particular bundle, all of that game action and information will be within one video, and just to make things much easier in that sense. And, well, I'm sure all of you would have seen this in some of the description below in my videos, which I have done. This just to make things much easier for all of you, just to simply click or tap onto a marked time indicator as to where the footage is. I have already created like an index or a list of chronological timed markers within the description below. So all you have to do is click or tap. Now, depending on what type of electronic device you are using to watch these videos, onto the timed markers, and boom. You can either watch the gameplay action or look at the information of the content within the gameplay footage. Well, like I mentioned before, there is much gameplay action and information all crammed into this video here, which is why I created that part for all of you. So that way it's just that much easier for your type of convenience. Okay, so in this gameplay versus bots action, I finally managed to get to this 1980s iconic movie action hero character, who is now on Black Ops Cold War here as a playable character. Considering I had placed, Sylvester Stallone's character John Rambo as saving him as the second best for last, well, that's just my perspective anyways. Still a cool, epic, and kick-ass type of character all the same. This character right here is who I saved as the best for last. This character isn't nor wasn't in the US military of any kind, but considering he carries well, a badge, a police badge, and a gun. Yes, this character is a cop. A little bit about his origins. A New Jersey kid who grew up to be a New York cop who unfortunately, and I'm sure irritatingly enough, either by his own gift, reputation, or just bad, shitty ass luck or timing, he always seems to be at the wrong place and at the wrong time.
I'm John McClane. Come on, you want to stay alive? You stay with me.
Where's the fucking cap?
This is Axon, target WBO.
Heavy trials. This under it. Wait. These are very bad for you. Hey, mother. Chalk up 2 more bad guys. I'm a cop from New York. All I gotta do is pull a trigger.
He's an easy guy to like.
Move to the coast, get together, yes.
And a hard man to kill. Yes, Bruce Willis's character, Police Detective Lieutenant John McClane. Love the character, especially the way Bruce Willis plays him, and have all the Die Hard films. And for this versus bots fight, within this first round, I'm going to have McClane fight against those bots in the first round with these first weapons right here. So this weapon right here is the MP5. Full auto submachine gun, fast fire rate with low recoil, good visibility and control while firing. And I've also made some adjustments and attachments along with this weapon right here, just to make things much more convenient. And now I've done a little bit of interesting research upon this gun right here, which is the .45 automatic caliber, the 1911 or the Colt 1911. It's also known as well as the Colt Government. Semi-auto pistol, good accuracy with a modest ammo capacity, high damage in close range encounters. So we're going to have McClane here. Well, this gun here I've already had used in some of the versus bots type of fights, which I'm pretty sure you would have seen in the clips. And yes, the character's type of like a signature kind of weapon in the first Die Hard film, which is pretty sweet. And just to kind of give you a bit of a more so of anything, some little fun facts upon this. I'm pretty sure all of you do recall She Is
Shot's good.
Hello there.
Yes, this MP5 submachine gun in a separate versus bots battle was used as well by our MI6 agent, game character, and practically the Cold War's public figure right here. The only differences are Park's MP5, well, the attachments on the submachine gun. Now, as you can look on the screen here very closely on the MP5 that she's using, if you look where her hands are, pretty much like there is like a handle, like a gripping handle underneath the barrel, whereas this MP5 right here, which McClane is going to be using, most of the attachments are still in place, but as you can very closely tell underneath the barrel of the submachine gun right there, no gripping handle underneath the barrel. Well, because like even in the first film, there wasn't. There was no gripping type of handle underneath the barrel anyways. Well, in Die Hard 2, yeah, there was. But in the first film, there wasn't. But on top of that, I've also decided to add in a little bit some detailed work and some attachments along with it, just to make the whole type of, the submachine gun or kind of weapon that I put work into it more user-friendly, and it's just more convenient that way. As well as the same thing with this 45 automatic caliber, the 1911 or the Colt 1911. It has a few names along with it. And because, like I said before, I wanted to have a little bit of some convenience along with the gun, like some nice attachments along with it, so that way that I could be able to, pretty much make every use of these attachments along with the gun, so that way it's much more better to handle, and I can take the opposition down no problem. Okay, so we already have Lieutenant McClane here already set up for the first round. Let's go ahead and give these bots hell.
Team deathmatch. MTC is live. Bring the hammer down.
Okay, this is where we give them all hell. Here we go.
Taking the lead.
Got some bad news for you.
Damn, that was cool.
Target eliminated.
Alright.
Spy plane. Spy plane in the turn. We have eyes on.
Chalk up 2 more bad guys.
Spy plane mission timeline 50% expended. Care package available for tasking. Tasking request received.
Police.
Spy plane exiting AO.
Oh shit. Alright, I got it.
Attack chopper established on station. Working your frag list.
There you go.
Move her down.
Nice. I'm still alive, I ain't complaining. Also, I jinxed it, like, damn it.
Fuel check. 50. Axel 3-1 with the Q.
Just chalked up 2 more bad guys.
So you can take this under advisement, jerkweed.
Priority tasking received. Axel 3-1.
Oh yeah!
How you doing?
Come on home.
Man, I'm so happy with that. Oh, that's awesome. Pulling those finishing moves, they're not always that easy to do that, though.
Spy plane available for tasking.
Alright. Thanks, Dollface. Alright. Shouldn't go that damn close. I'm just waiting for someone to take me out already. Okay, no big deal. I got all my gear back. This is pretty nice.
Male tango down.
Hey, motherfucker.
Hell yeah. Twice
What kind
one
of odds
shot.
am I getting?
How sweet is that?
Go fuck yourself.
Not bad.
TACCOM, launch a spy plane.
Welcome to the
Package
party,
available for
pal!
tasking.
I should get the hell going.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
There we go.
Attack helicopter available for tasking.
Alright.
Attack chopper report, that's right.
Excellent. Oh god, that's awesome.
Attack chopper fuel reserve. Confirming to kill.
Happy trails.
Eliminated 2 threats.
Get into these dumbasses.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Okay, good.
Mover eliminated. Exiting mission area. Hard copy type
Some
249.
mother...
Cause then you'd be dead too, asshole.
Oh god, that's awesome.
That's it, Park. You've got this.
That's right, Park, you got this.
Hold fast, people.
What kind of odds am I getting?
Damn it the hell. That was a real blowout, wasn't it? Come on, come on.
Mission area secured. You made JSOC proud.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Well, I'm not going to lie. That first round was pretty cool. And kick-ass. I am not going to lie about that. That was pretty sweet. It's like, oh right, nice. Pardon me. Like, all right, that was pretty sweet. I actually did like that performance much more better. Well, I was trying to give McClane here a bit of a practice and trying to get him and his bundle up and kind of going here. So that's the whole part, especially when you use a playable character, trying to break the character through on your own end, so that way that you can be able to practice and maneuver the character in various ways, so that way you know how to play the character no problem. And of course, learning the whole map as you go does help as well too, especially more thoroughly in depth. So besides that, like I said before, the first round, I thought that was pretty cool kick-ass, especially the way that McClane had performed. And I didn't think I was going to get his two finishing moves in one of the first video part of the first versus bots round. I was like, okay, I finally got that. That's pretty nice. Excellent. Okay, so now the next set of weapons for him to use in round 2 are these right here, which I'll have John use. And that would be, to some, you may or may not recognize this type of tactical rifle. Well, apparently that the whole Call of Duty version recognizes this weapon as a tactical rifle. And some of you either may or may not recognize this weapon here. This type of tactical rifle or assault rifle was used in the first Die Hard film. So I'm having John use this weapon here. And as for the second weapon, one moment please. As for this second weapon right here, some of you may or may not have seen this. Well, I do know this second weapon right here was also used by...
Track down.
We're in the lead.
Sight on target. Hostile man.
Helen right here, which I got her to use this weapon in a separate versus bots fight. And this weapon right here is the 9mm Beretta 93R or M93R. It's one of the two pretty much. And let's look at the information on this here. Now, I do understand on the title right there, it is called the Diamatti or something like that. According to the quick research that I had dived into, apparently the Diamatti is based on the actual gun, which is, as I mentioned, the 9mm Beretta 93R. So, burst fire pistol, fast cyclic rate of fire with a short delay between bursts, increased ammo capacity with improved damage range. So those are the two weapons I'm going to have McClane use in the second round. Okay, so once again, McClane here has a different set of weapons. He's all ready for battle against those bots. And here we go.
Team deathmatch. MTC is live. Bring the hammer down.
Alright, here we go.
Drop.
Taking control.
Excellent.
Police.
Not bad.
Eyes on target.
Perimeter established, Dangerous 3.
Chalk up 2 more bad guys.
Real nice.
Spy plane MTL 50%. Check.
What the fuck, buddy?
Death machine available.
Excellent.
Mission timeline expired. Spy plane RTB.
They're dead. Enemy appears KIA.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Well, I got some bad news for you.
launch.
This is where the fun begins. If I can get my enemies in sight. Son of a... Don't want to see how I frickin' die, you dumb broad. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on a second here.
I'm a cop from New York.
Excellent. Yeah, that was real smart, John.
Inside, you assholes!
Spy plane standing by.
Hell yeah.
Good hit, good hit.
Oh god, that was awesome.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Let's see if I can get more. Shit. Just jogged up 2 more bad guys here.
So you think this $100,000 cheapweed?
Oh, this is progressing nicely.
Friendly target.
You motherfucker, you made your point!
Oh yeah.
These are very big.
Shut down.
Got to use a little bit of that, I guess. You're done.
What
You're
kind of
cut.
odds am I getting?
Gotcha.
Jammer has been destroyed. Cruise missile awaiting deployment.
Oh shit, I'm gonna get killed.
Nice guy. 3 targets.
Oh, never mind. I'm fine.
Hauer.
Wait a second here.
There you go.
Excellent. Shit. Gotcha.
Spy plane. Spy plane flight time 50% on my mark. Mark.
No, she's there, I'm pretty sure. Oh, nice shot.
What kind of odds am I getting?
Priority target.
She's gonna cream all my guys here if I keep this up.
Missile awaiting deployment.
Excellent.
Well, I got some bad news for you.
Any more yet?
Good shoot.
Okay, time to play some rockets here. Oh yeah.
Roger.
Oh, that was awesome.
Almost there. Hold fast, people.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
Asshole.
Spy plane standing by.
All you gotta do is pull the trigger.
Death machine available.
Oh, that was fun.
Every wind pushes back the Iron Curtain.
So you take this under advisement, jerkweed. Welcome to the party, pal! How you doing?
Okay, everyone, and there you have it. That was the second round with those type of set of weapons, which is the whole the tactical rifle, which is the Steyr AUG, and the 9mm Beretta 93R or M93R, of which McClane here was using. So that second round, I thought that was really awesome. It, it pretty much had just bloomed out really nicely, and the whole second round itself was just all that much fun in every single part of it. And I've had other features for McClane to use, like such as missiles and using. I thought switch things up and have John here use various types of other kind of weapons, like such as that whole war machine, which is practically like a 20 or 30 millimeter of Falcon minigun, and that missile and so on. Something else that he can use besides just that just the tactical rifle, the Steyr AUG, and that cool type of 9mm 9mm Beretta 93R or M93R. And I thought, give him also other types of really cool, kick-ass, and epic type of weapons and tools for him to use in order to take the opposition down. So again, I thought the whole thing just executed nicely. It was all awesome. The second round was just really great. At least I thought it was. Okay, and yeah, I went a little crazy on the minigun. Like, well, hey, it's Call of Duty. You're working with various types of weapons. What do you expect, right? Well, anyways. Okay, pardon me. Okay, so the final set of weapons I'm going to have John here use in the third round are these weapons right here. And yes, that type of customized weapon right there, that came along with the whole McClane bundle as well. Because as you can tell by the clip right there, that's strapped around towards the other clip. If chances are, I don't know if you can see that logo right there. That logo right there symbolizes the Nakatomi, and you can definitely see that logo definitely in the first Die Hard film. So again, that weapon came along with the bundle. Okay, so a little information about this here. Pardon me. So apparently it's supposed to be a customized Fara 83. Full auto assault rifle, high fire rate and muzzle velocity, provides reliable stopping power from long range, slightly heavier recoil with slower handling speeds. So once again, for the whole primary weapon, I'm going to have John use that. Plus this particular shotgun right here. Now, I don't know if any of you do recall this or not, but I'm pretty sure all of you do recognize this guy right here.
We're taking control.
Hostiles here. Hey, what up?
Yes, this is the same shotgun which Lawrence here was using in a separate versus bots gunfight video which I had produced a while back ago. And this type of shotgun weapon that I know Lawrence had used this weapon once, and I know now John McClane himself is going to be using this. Apparently it's titled as Gilded Rose. Okay, so let's have a closer look at this. Okay, pump action shotgun, high damage with a possible one-shot kill in close quarters, hand loaded with moderate rechamber speed. So apparently that's where the whole originality of the whole blueprint or the main plan of how that gun was redesigned from was this type of shotgun right here. Well, I know I had made a separate video on the whole Gallo S812, and I had Rambo use that, but for this one here, the Hauer 77, and this is where pretty much what it is right now, which I'm going to have McClane use. It's like a very short portable type of shotgun type of blast they can use, so that way that if something goes off course or goes wrong or whatever the case may be with his main primary weapon, which is this one right here, then he can very swiftly immediately switch out to this. And trust me, McClane's gonna have a full blast with this one. So that is, let's see here. So those are the third set of weapons of which McClane will be using in the third round. Okay, McClane here is all set up for the set of weapons he has with him. Let's take these bots down for the third round. And here we go.
Team deathmatch. Green light, green light.
Alright, let's give them hell.
Ahead.
Excellent. Come on.
Happy trails.
Okay, I gotta be careful here. That's why.
Spy plane standing by.
Spy plane perimeter established. Angel 7.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Spy plane mission time clock 50%.
She certainly lost her head.
Priority tasking request received. Plane is a dot.
Damn it to hell.
Choke a bit.
Sighting in.
Partner.
Available for tasking. War machine available.
Oh, they're getting a blast out of this. That was fun. Blasting people is always fun. Well, that was a real blast. I just better not do like close quarters kind of thing. I gotta really be careful with that.
Spy plane standing by.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
There you go.
On your side, you assholes!
What kind of odds, my guy?
Avalanche 1-1 on mission. Planes out.
Got the two of them going on, nice.
Perimeter Angel set. Spy plane mission timeline halfway check.
2 targets deleted. 2 targets down.
Spy plane exiting mission area.
Shit.
Give them hell, guys.
Avalanche 1-1. Midway point reached.
Oh, that was funny.
1 kill.
Oh, I'll find these little bastards, don't worry.
Trust me.
Avalanche 1-1. Mission timeline expanded. RTB.
Roger that, Avalanche. Come on home.
Confirming female down.
Eyes on C4.
War machine available.
Oh, this could be the fun part. It was available, so whatever.
So you take this under-advisement jerkweed?
That was funny.
Like I said, I was for you. These are very bad for you.
Spy plane available for tasking.
You got a blast out of that. Come on, come on, come on. It must have went inside somewhere, I'm guessing. Okay, well, I don't have time. Just keep going.
Come on, we've almost got this.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Attack helicopter available for tasking.
Commence spy plane mission.
Damn it. Whatever, no big deal. Nicely nicely well executed.
Good job, team. All mission objectives met.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
And there you go, everyone. That was literally the third round. And I must admit, that was a pretty good one. It was quite a bit of the blast of all the same, and every single part of that sense of what I just mentioned. Yes, it was a blast. So I pretty much had ended the third round with that type of weapon that I got McClane to use, including with that that bit of a smaller version of the whole 12 gauge shotgun. And plus, I also added in a few other type of extra little weapons that you can use, like such as C4. Used a type of like a big ass type of grenade launcher, and also used or signaled in a type of like a deadly kind of military helicopter to take out the opposition. So everything else has worked out really awesome and really well. So I was quite pleased and impressed with that. Okay, now that we have completely finished all three of the rounds, we'll go ahead and transition McClane here into the whole zombie world to go through the whole type of the whole weapons bundle that he was already using in those 3 rounds. And plus, as well as I do make the whole type of reviews on the weapons, I also will include the whole details along with the bundle as well. Okay, so here we go. Now to start things off here with the weapons review, here is a clip of all of the following weapons and other content within the John McClane bundle. Yep, that's all of the weapons inside of that bundle and other types of interesting type of content as well. Now just in case if, huge if, big if you had not noticed this MP5 right here is not the MP5, which is part of the bundle. If anything, this customized MP5 right here comes with the McClane bundle. Now, the only reason why I didn't choose this MP5, which is part of the bundle, was because I wanted to go with the look and the feel of the MP5, or close to that look and feel of the weapon from the first Die Hard film. To further comment on this version of the MP5 right here, I could see maybe this customized MP5 with like a, well, as you can kind of tell right here, with a gripping handle underneath that barrel right there. Underneath the barrel anyways, from like, I could see like a submachine gun like that, like in, like such Die Hard films like Die Hard 2, Die Harder, Die Hard with a Vengeance, or possibly either the rest of all the other Die Hard films, or maybe like a few more. But like you know, I don't 100% know for sure. Don't quote me on that one. I'm not like 100% dead on the whole accuracy as to how many of these type of MP5s with a gripping handle underneath there has been spotted in the rest of them. I'm thinking maybe a few more, but that's probably about it. Again, I don't really 100% know for sure. Anyways, so as far as like for the whole authentic look and feel of the original version of that MP5 from the first Die Hard film, to me, that is this version of the MP5 right here. Now keep in mind, I did add it in like some adjustments and modifications along with some attachments along with it for the hell of things here, just to, you know, again, just to have this type of MP5 here that much convenient and just that user-friendly and very easy to handle, especially in a high-pacing type of a gunfight. Yeah, pretty awesome type of submachine gun. So, a little bit of some information about the submachine gun in itself. Okay, so this type of submachine gun. Now I'm just gonna pretty much mention like the brand name and the kind of gun it is, the whole model of it, and so on. So this is a Heckler and Koch MP5. And as you can already tell, that this type of submachine gun does not have a gripping kind of handle underneath the barrel of the submachine gun in itself. So it is pretty much a 9 by 19 millimeter parabellum submachine gun. It was already developed in the 1960s by a team of engineers from the German small arms manufacturer Heckler and Koch. So other types of information in relations to this, anyways. So pretty much the interesting part about this type of submachine gun in itself. Just trying to find other ones here for the hell of things here, because I do know for a fact that you know, with this type of MP5, over the course of the years, there has been various types of there has been like variety type of models that's very much like this submachine gun here, such as like the MP-A3, the MP5A3, the MP5A4, A5. There is like a variety type of you know, there's like a variety type of submachine gun, pretty much variety type of MP5s such as this. And it's like, damn, that is crazy as hell. I know, it's just like actually looking at it. Well, like there's like I said, there are like a variety type of models along with the whole part of the MP5. Like I said before, MP5 KA1, A4, A5. Like I said, like MP5 KA1, and it just pretty much goes all over the place. Like MP5 SD2, SD4, SD3, SD6. So like I said, like the whole model, like there's a various types of the whole MP5 as it is. So with this type of MP5 that I had used, as you can tell, double clip, and I did remove the whole gripping handle underneath the barrel of it, and the purpose being is because why not to kind of give it a nice, the whole look and the feel of the whole version of the MP5 from the first Die Hard film, for the hell of things. I could have gone with the whole part of having like a gripping hand, like a type of a gripping handle underneath the barrel, but like, I'll put a little bit more of that whole theme into it anyways, for the hell of things. And on top of that, the really cool nice about this is that according when it comes to the whole customization, I have a scope to aim down sight with it. Well, for me, it just kind of helps out, and it's a little more easier that way. Like I could do it without it. Don't get me wrong, I can. And it's like, I prefer the whole zoom effect because it just helps out a little bit. Like don't get me wrong, without the whole zoom in scope, you know, I can still be able to pull it off. It just takes a little bit more effort to try and get a bit of an accurate type of a shot. So all the same, it is, you know, it's a really nice type of submachine gun, this MP5. Like I said, already had a double clip along with it. So obviously that, hold on. Damn, that's cool. Okay. So, same thing as before. In a heated battle, if I have to grab another clip filled with bullets and I need to switch it out immediately, and I know I pretty much had explained this before plenty of times, already enough as it is, immediately make things that much simpler, and immediately, boom, boom, switch out the clip. And, well, for me, anyways, personally, that what always does help me out is with the whole part of, well, like, you can fire it from the hip if you have to. I probably would recommend, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm pretty sure it does depend upon each player if they're able to take out a target, you know, either very close nearby or way far away, and they can easily take out a target, you know, pretty much fire off a bunch of rounds from from the hip, as opposed to down sight. But with myself on the hand, like, again, this is just me because it is rather customized to me, and for me, I just felt as though I needed in order to try to get a nice type of detailed, accurate shot type of deal. And since I have the whole, double the zoom, I can very, very easily aim down sight and ping off my target very easily, and I would like to, at least if I can, try to get a nice type of an accurate shot if I can. But like I said before, that's just me personally as it is. So like I said before, I went with this. I know that this type of submachine gun, this type of version of the MP5 is not in part of the whole bundle. But when I had looked at the MP5 as it is, my very first thought was, this would be a great type of submachine gun as it is, just as the version of it as it is. I can be able to use that into along with the whole John McClane skin, and boom, right there, it helps out quite a bit, and it practically blends in and looks like that. It kind of fits along with the character. But like I mentioned before, like any other type of MP5, along with the gripping handle underneath the barrel, it just, like I said before, it looks like it was from Die Hard 2 or Vengeance or any other type of Die Hard film, minus the first one. And my first thought was, hey, this actually works out nicely. I'm going to use this along with it because it'll work out just great. And like I said, with the whole zoom and scope, that's just me. I just wanted a whole accurate type of a very, very accurate type of target to make the shot. But me personally, I know when it comes to like extreme long distant type of a range, then obviously as it is, I'm gonna go for a down scope type of an accurate shot if I can ping one off, no problem. However, if they're like, if any of those enemies are quite close to me, I feel like I'll just aim from the hip. They're close enough, I can do that. Or if not, I can probably just take them out with a knife. Again, it doesn't really matter. But some of the things that I had done in part of the game enough as it is. As far as I do know of, I think that's I think that is pretty much everything about the whole MP5 enough as it is. Because I was just kind of thinking, like, what else about the information about that submachine gun that I'm not looking at here? Because, like I said, when it comes to the whole variety of these type of submachine guns, like I said, there are various kinds. And oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, I'm actually just looking at some notes here. So, like I said before, the whole HK54, MP5A1. MP5A2, MP5SF-A2. Again, there's a variety of kind. So, like if you want to also do the research about that, you definitely can if you want to, because there's a variety of kind besides this one right here. And just for the hell of things, if you also want to look up more information about any kind of gun or submachine gun, such as the MP5 right here, I'll definitely throw. It's going to be definitely in the whole description below. Okay, so besides that part, along with the whole set of weapons that came along with the MP5 here that I had McClane use, I have to admit, pretty cool and kick-ass to have a submachine gun. It's also one of those iconic and classic type of, submachine guns that I was using in the film. I thought, man, that actually was really cool. Anyways, so that was the MP5.
Very slick.
And what we have here is this handgun. Now in this game here, this handgun right here is recognized as the .45 automatic caliber 1911. Then again, as along with some research, along with that information, what I had discovered about this type of handgun here, I think the term the 1911 is more so of like if anything, like a generalized type of title or name to call this type of handgun, because with this type of handgun right here, this type of handgun, the .45 automatic caliber 1911, was constructed quite literally in 1911 by this one type of American kind of like a gun inventor by the name of Josh Browning. And there's a few other names along with along with this handgun right here, such as the 1911, the M1911, the Colt 1911, and I don't know if this term is still even in use today or not, but apparently it's also called the Colt Government. So this type of handgun right here has been quite literally in service ever since, well, obviously as it is 1911. And like I do know that a little bit of history along with this type of handgun here is that it was going to be inevitably be replaced by the one brand type of gun, which is the Beretta. However, some agencies and some type of militaries did manage to switch the gun from this 1911 here to a Beretta, but some of the other type of military divisions, kind of declined it and still kept the 1911. It's like, okay, not bad. So my little confused part about that in relations of of John McClane using a handgun is that he, like, don't get me wrong, he is able to still use this .45 automatic 1911. He's still able to use it, but at the same time, my very first thought was, that is kind of weird, considering the fact that throughout most of the movies, throughout most of the Die Hard movies, that McClane has used a handgun. For the most part of it, it has been, well, according to the whole online information, in pretty much throughout the first Die Hard film, throughout most of the Die Hard films, I believe he was using a 9mm Beretta 92F or 92FS. either way, according to the whole online information, I know that Bruce Willis's character, John McClane, has used both. He has used both of the two service guns as his service pistol, which is the 9mm Beretta 92F and 92FS. Now, my very first thought was this is rather a little strange. Why is it? Okay, why is it that McClane's gun, for the most part, McClane's gun is a 9mm Beretta, and that's like in the first part of the whole convincing point of the Die Hard films, the 9mm Beretta. The Beretta model, pretty much, the 9mm Beretta was like an iconic type of signature pistol for Bruce's character, McClane. Well, like I mentioned before, throughout the whole most part of the Die Hard films. Then, I believe, throughout the remainder of like the whole part of the Die Hard films, I think it was either Live Free or Die. I think like Live Free or Die Hard, and then throughout the remaining ones. So I guess halfway through, I suppose. Then that's when Bruce's character McClane, his service revolver, his service pistol, was switched out from a 9mm Beretta to a .45 automatic caliber 6-hour P220. And just gonna click on that type of information. Yes. Oh, so nice. Absolutely so cool. I did guess that part right. So that was pretty much it. Like I don't know why. Maybe it was the whole decision by the directors and the producers and so on, but McClane's gun was switched out from a 9mm Beretta 92F and FS to a .45 automatic caliber 6-hour P220. Now, considering the fact that this is 2021 and we will be inevitably, very shortly, fairly soon, be hitting 2022. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning about the current year that we're in right now, the reason why I'm mentioning about that is because, according to most of the agencies or something like that, or most of the law enforcement agencies and so on, according to what I've read, anyways, the 6-hour P220 was apparently switched out to a 6-hour P226. So apparently now, according to what I have read, the P220 is in the current now, even as you are hearing this, it is no longer in service. Now keep in mind, now I'm no gun expert of any kind, really. I'm no top-notch marksman or top-notch type of gun expert of any kind. But apparently that's just according to the whole online information which I've read. So that's the whole interesting part, that McClane's gun was switched out from a 9mm Beretta into the Die Hard film Live Free or Die Hard. It was switched out to a a .45 automatic caliber 6-hour P220R. So that's the whole distinctive part right there. I should add in there for the hell of things. So the 6-hour P220R, and that's a .45 automatic caliber. Now the reason why I had decided to mention about the two types of handguns that McClane has used, such as both the 9mm Berettas, the 92F and the 92FS, and the .45 automatic caliber Sig Sauer P220R. The reason why I had mentioned about that is because, like, especially at the beginning of the films, when the Beretta was practically like a signature and iconic type of a handgun for the character John McClane. Well, there's also been other type of character cops that have used the gun, like such as Mel Gibson's character, Detective Sergeant Martin Riggs. He's also used the Beretta as well. But the only reason why I'm talking about the Beretta is because when I had looked inside the content within McClane's bundle, my very first thought was, that's weird. McClane is using the 1911, yet there's his signature weapon, which is the Beretta, is not in there. Thought that was weird. What the hell gives with that? Well, it was a bit of a minor type of little kind of disappointment. Like, okay, the 9mm Beretta was like his iconic signature weapon that he used in the 3 Die Hard films. Well, until Live Free or Die Hard, when his Sig Sauer came into the films. My very first thought was, what the hell happened to his Beretta? It's not in the bundle. What the hell gives with that? But I suppose, in a logical type of sense, if you really think about this in depth, is that apparently, now you have to also keep in mind, considering the fact that in the whole part of Black Ops Cold War in the campaign, that the .45 automatic caliber M1911 was apparently quite heavily used, and the part of having the 1911 getting switched out to a Beretta pistol, apparently, well, this is just at the top of my head anyways, apparently that didn't get switched out, well, the Beretta didn't get introduced yet and didn't get switched out to replace the 1911 here. Not until, apparently, I think it was 1985 or 1986. One of the two. I'm thinking it is 1986, but, like, well, I'm not, like, 110% type of sure about that. Oh, okay. I'm just looking at the information here. No, it was in 1985. There we go. Yes. In 1985, that's when the 1911 right here was being replaced by the Beretta products, the Beretta guns, the Beretta models. It was being switched up with those type of guns. Some agencies and some military divisions thought that's a great idea. Let's switch out, do it. Other ones, they like, no, we'll keep the 1911. We're just gonna keep it. And that's just like a little bit some brief, interesting little type of history information I've read about it. So I guess, considering the fact that in the part of the campaign, it was in Black Ops Cold War in the campaign, it was in 1981. It's kind of like, well, I suppose that would make more sense that this gun is still going to be in service and the Beretta hasn't came in yet. But that was still kind of a bit of a letdown. So, anyways, just to kind of wrap up the whole part on the 1911. So yes, I've had John McClane use the .45 automatic caliber M1911, and pretty much there's along with the adjustments and the modifications and attachments along with it. Now, it's the same thing which I've done with all the other type of handguns that I have had used, worked with, and placed on a gameplay commentary film such as this. So, 1 second here. It's going to fire off a few rounds. Okay. So once again, the whole type of usual settings is still in place. The whole quick reload. And as I mentioned before, that with the whole quick reload, to me, it's just that much easier and helpful, especially in the whole type of high intensity type of heated gun battles. And so, with the whole part of the quick reload, yes, I have added that along in there as well, including, well, for me personally, the targeting part of the down sight. Now, like I mentioned before, I know I had done a little bit of a separate type of distinctive differences between the whole gameplay version of the 45 automatic caliber 1911, which is this, and the whole high powered round type of handgun, which is the six shooter type of gun that I had the Call of Duty character Alex Mason use. And I had added in that information that of the whole part of the differences between the 1911 here and the six shooter type of high power type of handgun that was used. And well, as it stands out, the six shooter type of high power type of handgun obviously can get the job done. Boom, like just practically in one or two shots, kind of thing. Now with the 1911 such as this, has a moderate type of powered round behind it. And like I mentioned before, it's not as equally powerful as the Magnum. It's not as powerful as the Magnum. Like, you have to keep in mind, this is a type of gun that has like a bit of a moderate type of power with each round, but not as highly powerful as the Magnum. And it's like a moderate type of handgun. It, like I say, it's just when it comes to power, it's like one step lower than the Magnum. But all the same, like I said before, I have used this type of handgun here plenty of times, just like I had McClane use this type of handgun. And hey, it's still a great type of handgun, especially for like in my own type of perspective, which does make a great deal amount of sense for close proximity. Especially if you're gonna try and take out your opponent real quick, like with a couple of very quick type of rounds. And what I find quite useful and very helpful is the down sight. Especially if you're going for like a very long distance type of a shot. Hence why I attached it along with this type of 1911 in order to kind of help me out with the whole long distance range type of a shot. Now, I'm not talking like miles and miles away or kilometers and kilometers type of way. Yeah, who the hell's going to do that? You would have to have very sharp eyes, and I know that, well, with myself in the hand, since I have placed myself on camera, I'm pretty sure that all of you may have seen me on, on this channel here and on video that I do wear prescription glasses, so like a scope like that wouldn't work for me. I would need something more longer and with a great deal amount of type of magnification in order to get an accurate type of shot. So, like I said, I've already had McClane use this 45 automatic caliber 1911. Still good and nice type of handgun, not as powerful as like something like like the Magnum, or like what the actor Clint Eastwood would use in some of his type of films. And you know the kind of a big ass type of Magnum he has used as Detective Harry Callahan. I can't remember what rank he was. I think he was either a sergeant or lieutenant, or the American version of the rank lieutenant, but I'm not too sure. It's been a while since I've read about that guy. So again, that is like the handgun I had John McClane use, the .45 automatic caliber M1911, which was constructed by Josh Browning. Unfortunately, not his signature type of gun, which is the Beretta, nor the Sig Sauer. Well, I don't think the Sig Sauer was going to be used during the 80s, but I'm pretty sure all of you do follow me in that sense. Okay, so that is the 1911. Yes, another cool, interesting, and kick-ass Black Ops Cold War's version of the tactical rifle. And this one is the Steyr AUG. And this is the type of a tactical rifle of I forget what the. Unfortunately, it does slip my mind as to who one of the villains. He's one of the male villains, like a bit of a blonde, long hair kind of a guy. Unfortunately, his name does escape me. I'm pretty sure during the whole editing process I will be able to recall his name, but we'll see. But anyways, he was using this tactical rifle, the Steyr AUG. And this type of tactical rifle, just to dive much more information into this, the Steyr AUG is also an Australian bullpup assault rifle. It's also known as a universal army rifle. Now, it doesn't have all the other type of original customization along with this tactical rifle like it does in the McClane bundle, but the thing is that I had just merely done some remodifications and readjusted some of the attachments onto this tactical rifle. It's like, I'll take this off, put this on, because again, for the convenience and just to make things like much easier and more of a bit of a user-friendly type of a tactical rifle. So, pretty much as I mentioned before, it's mainly an Austrian bullpup assault rifle. You'll have to forgive me. I'm not too sure if I said either Austrian or Australian. No, it's Austrian. Also I believe that's also the same country as that one Austrian American A-list actor who's from there, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, he's from that country, Austrian. So anyways, like I mentioned before, the Steyr AUG is also known as a universal army rifle and an Austrian bullpup assault rifle. And, all the information is within the link below, so you can be able to have a look at that further in depth. So, as for the whole part if there are various kinds, like a variety of the Steyr AUG in itself. Well, like I mentioned before, I'm not exactly a top-notch type of weapons expert in that particular sense, but I'd probably say, I'm guessing maybe so. Well, probably just the attachments in itself as it is, like such as the Steyr AUG 77, Steyr AUG 77A2, Steyr AUG 77 KPE, and the Steyr AUG 77A1MP. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to make a great deal amount of, gather up a lot of information on the Steyr AUG in itself. But, okay, so, yeah, there are a variety type of, designs that comes along with this tactical weapon right here. Such as the Steyr AUG A1, M203, AG, hyphenated C or dash C, A2, A3, A3SF, A3CQC. And there's also like the other ones, like HBAR, so the H bar and H bar T, and the Fara. So like I said, there are just like the MP5, the Steyr AUG right here it has like pretty much like the attachments or the framework or something like that. There's a variety type of the Steyr AUGs in itself. So like I mentioned before, this is actually a pretty cool type of tactical rifle in itself, and it was used by the one type of villain who had he was he had long blonde hair, and he was one that was primarily using this weapon right here. Keep in mind, it's kind of strange enough as it is. I don't know why exactly, but the rest of the villains, they were all carrying MP5s, except for that one type of villain who had the long blonde hair. He was carrying this tactical weapon right here, this assault rifle. I don't know why that is. Literally could not tell you. I don't know. It's like, I don't know why that doesn't. Whatever. Maybe they're trying to make a few separations or distinction between the characters and the weapons that they carry. So, like I mentioned before, once again, the Austrian Steyr AUG. Okay, so now that, also to give off more of in-depth information about this type of Steyr AUG, which I had used. Now, pretty much as soon as I had managed to get the Steyr AUG right here, there were the customizations that were already along with the assault rifle as it is, and I thought, well, I'm just gonna change it up as it is, because a good example of that, it's the whole thing that I had just rearranged and modified the weapon as it is in order to customize it for myself to make that much more of an easier and convenient weapon for me to handle. So it's much more of a suitable for someone like myself. For other players, if they want to customize it more further in depth to the way that if it suits them, hey, nothing wrong with that. That's totally up to you. By far it is. I just know what I need in the whole so-called heated part of the battlefield as it is. So the usual type of custom parts that I had placed along with this Steyr AUG, this assault rifle. Once again, hold on. So it's going to fire off a few rounds. So once again, very swift type of quick reload time. Like I said, it does help me out quite a bit. So again, the whole very, very quick reload time. So I add along the two type of clips, tape them together, and attach it with this tactical rifle right here, because again, it helps. Plus, I'm going to also show you something here. Closer to the barrel of this tactical rifle, as you can see, that type of gripping handle. Now, that part right there, it's a little different from the original one because it doesn't have like the grooves along with the handle, so that way, so like it's not the same thing as in the movie. One was just one type of solid shape to it. This one has a little bit some grooves around a part of the handle. Like I said, it's closer to the end of the barrel of this gun. So again, I kept that in there because, like, you know, it does help out, especially with the speed and the timing, and also the accuracy is quite nice. Plus, with the scope on this one right here. Now, with the scope on this one, I did change that out because when I originally had it, the scope on it was it's supposed to be like a one plus or one times type of the magnification, but I felt as though it didn't really quite feel right with me. So with this one right here, with the scope on this, well, I'm not too sure if there was any kind of separate type of differences, but I felt as though the scope on it was rather a bit different. But with this part right here, now keep in mind, the difference between of this scope right here and the one from the MP5 is that the MP5 has the 2 times the magnification within that part of the scope. This one right here has 3 times of the magnification. And, you know something, especially with that whole type of extra part of the whole magnification for the better type of zoom, and hopefully, if you can, a bit of a better type of an accurate type of a shot, it helps. At least to me it does. At first I was going to go with the whole 4 times the magnification. I think, yeah, I think this is good, because, you know, with some of these, you know, with some of these targets that are at a bit of a long distant kind of range, they're not that, to me, they're not excessively beyond miles and miles or kilometers and kilometers upon kilometers type of a long distant range. Well, to me, they're not. Like, they're not excessively beyond far, like, you know, like, this scope right here would not, like, it wouldn't do the job of taking out a target about, roughly about 500 kilometers away, or 1,000, or at least another city away. I'm pretty sure it won't do it. Like, you would have to have one hell of, you know, razor sharp, very, very excessively keen, razor sharp eyes just to pick off a target from that long distance range. And some people can do it, other people can't. Well, with myself in the hands, like, I'd be lucky if I can hit that. If I can hit that. But, you know, there are various type of angles in order to hit that target from a long distance range. But that's kind of beside the point. But anyways, so with this type of tactical rifle, again, with a scope on top of this, 3 times the magnification, double clip, and not the same type of gripping handle underneath the barrel of the assault rifle. But, like, it still does the job all the same. So, like I mentioned before, it helps out quite a bit in order to try and ping off your target. And for, like, a target that's either about a fair distant away or fairly close to you, of course, the same thing. Either you can aim down scope and take out your target this way, or aim from the hip, and same thing. But again, for the whole long distance range, yeah, obviously this would recommend it. Or if you want to go for a ×4 of the magnification or a zoom in effect or something like that, hey, what the hell, go hard at it, hey? So I have used this Steyr AUG, and as soon as I saw this weapon, my very first thought was, yes, the assault rifle that was used in the first Die Hard film. Oh my god, I'm totally going to have fun with this. Now, the thing is that, okay, one part of the aspect of this type of assault rifle, like, one thing I was a little bit kind of disappointed about the assault rifle in itself is that, now, with the assault rifle as it is, you know, I can only imagine, like, you probably had the options of going with, like, a single shot type of burst, like a single shot type of a round, or with a burst like that, or have, you know, or have the same type of automatic rifle that can be able to keep on, you know, emptying out the clip and going fully automatic and just, you know, it's kind of like when, like, you know how it is when you're driving a vehicle and you're putting the pedal to the metal and you're going at a non-stop type of high top-notch type of accelerating rate without stopping. Metaphorically speaking, the same thing with this is that when you hold your finger down the trigger and keep on firing without stopping or without having a burst or anything like that, like, you think an assault rifle like this would have the option of becoming fully automatic, that you can keep on wasting your clip and just kind of wasting bullets like no problem. Okay, so a good example of that would be like, okay, I'm pretty sure all of you do recall the example I had made in one separate type of versus bots mode when I had this one tactical rifle that I was going to let Bruce Thomas's character Russell Adler use the M16, and I thought for sure as hell that with the M16 it's a fully automatic, you can completely waste your bullets, like in this type of example here from the gameplay version or from the campaign of Fractured Jaw. Okay, so we're back with the whole topic of the M16 tactical rifle. And I'm pretty sure you already had just witnessed within that clip of Fractured Jaw when I had Bell waste an entire clip full of bullets, like the gun, like pretty much like the automatic rifle just kept on, you know, just bursting out those rounds at a non-stop continuous rate. So once again, the tactical rifle, the M16, now, the same thing here, which doesn't really quite make any sense. Like from Fractured Jaw, you're able to waste an entire clip full of bullets at non-stop continuous, like a non-stop continuous rate. With this M16 right here, that I have managed to pick up, and I was trying to search around for this M16 so I can make an example again. So with this M16 right here, so I'm going to hold down the R2 button, and once again, same thing applies. Once again, I have the button pushed down. Pretty much practically, in other words, in that type of sense, I have the trigger held down, and no more bullets are flying out. So I have to continuously on doing this. Again, I'm not emptying out the clip of bullets. The gun is just not kind of blazing out all those bullets. Like, what the hell gives with this? So in other words, I have to keep on doing this just to get all the bullets out. And that's not even close to being a fully automatic. well, what the hell? Now, the only reason why I'm mentioning about that is because, unfortunately, with a bit of a minor dissatisfaction, because you would think an M16 would be a fully automatic, and you could be able just to go all kind of thing, right? And there's no option in order to kind of there's no option in order to switch from this type of tactical rifle from a single shot to a burst and to fully automatic, to just let the enemy have it. Unfortunately, it's the same thing with this assault rifle, the Steyr AUG. It's the same thing. It's still the same disappointing type of thing. Either a single shot or a fully automatic where I completely waste the clip and just completely waste all the bullets and let the enemy have it. I can't do that. The only thing I can do is that. Each time I do press the R2 button, and again, and again, that's it. That's all I get. It's like, are you shitting me? For real? That was the only kind of disappointing part about that, is like I can't, go from like either a single shot to a fully automatic. Like if all three of the options were available, that would have been nice. Hell, even in Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, you believe it or not, you have that option. You have that option in order to switch the tactical rifle from a single shot to a burst to fully automatic, to just pretty much let all the guns let all the bullets blaze out, and you can let the enemy have it. On this part of the version of Black Ops Cold War, or any part of the online part of things, you can't. It's like, well, that's just bullshit. What the hell gives with that? Like, don't be wrong or anything. Like, it is still a pretty cool type of tactical rifle that you can use either in the whole zombie world or online, or anywhere where this is a whole part of the whole online part of either the PvE, or sorry, player versus computer, or PvP, player versus player. Like that automatic rifle is still available, but you're not getting the full satisfaction out of it. It's just pretty much like, you can't let the rifle blaze full of bullets and let the enemy have it. You can't. It's like, well, that freaking sucks. Like, that was the only type of minor part that I was dissatisfied with. It's like, well, fuck, seriously. So, anyways, so that's the whole part of the Steyr AUG. So, once again, I'm pretty confidently sure all of us, or rather most of us, would have already seen this weapon right here. Now, according to some of the versus bots type of gameplay action, which I have already played and produced, I've already had two of the playable characters use this weapon right here. The British MI6 female agent, Lily Coles' character Helen Park, and Bruce Willis's character, Police Detective Lieutenant John McClane. So, just gonna tap in a little bit on that whole information with this weapon right here. I know I've already spoken about it already in the One Type of Versus Bots video with Helen Park in it. The 9mm Beretta 93R or M93R. The Beretta 93R is an Italian selective fire machine pistol designed and manufactured by Beretta in the late 1970s for police and military use. That is derived from their semi-automatic Beretta 92. The R stands for, if I'm getting this right, Raffica, which is Italian for volley, fury, or burst. Sometimes spoken R as rapid in English. Yes, and I also had designed that to be a bit of a quick reload. So, pretty much once again, I'm just gonna, like I said, touch base upon this gun right here. Like I said before, both McClane and Park have used this weapon. I know it's not exactly the 9mm Beretta 92F or the 92FS, unfortunately. Like I said, the Beretta was McClane's iconic and signature type of weapon. And by the way, I know that on the whole Black Ops Cold War's version, on the whole online part, that this type of rapid gun like this was also titled as the Diamatti. Apparently, well, I don't know why they titled as that, but it is based on, as I had mentioned before, the 9mm Beretta 93R. It's a cool gun, I'm not gonna lie. So, like I said, just to kind of very quickly touch base on that. Once again, the 9mm Beretta 93R. And now what we have here is, within the McClane's bundle, it is titled as the Plaza Security Rifle. And, well, obviously as it is, this gun has a name with it, which is called the Fara 83. Apparently also, it is also called the Fa 83. So it is Fara, F-A-R-A, and Fa, F-A-A, the Fara 83. So this rifle right here, it is an Argentine Republic automatic rifle. Apparently it is it's a Spanish type of rifle, according to the information which I'm reading online anyways. So this Argentine automatic rifle here was a rifle locally designed and developed for the Argentine Army in the 1980s. It is one of the first indigenous design assault rifle in the continent. So with this type of like with this type of automatic rifle that I had already made the whole customization along with it and so on. Double clip, so you can be able to switch out. So, okay, well, it's the same thing as I do with any other weapon that I make the adjustments on. Now, with this type of automatic rifle such as this, it's not like a tactical rifle where you just pull the trigger and out just comes out a burst and that's it. It is a tactical rifle that yes, that is what I was talking about. That is literally what I was talking about. So once again, with the whole part, the way I have this automatic rifle already, adjusted and with modifications so on, the way I have it. So once again, as you can tell, double clip. Meaning quick reload time. And the same thing with the whole part of the down scope with the targeting part. Once again, this one right here is a 3 times the magnification. I had considered going with like a 4 times. I thought, yeah, well, my opposition, the enemies, they're not that like incredibly beyond distantly far, so to speak. They're not like already like 500 or 1,000 or at least like about 5,000 or more miles away from my position or anything like that. So like it's like I don't need that much of a magnification along with it. So like the 3 times, I felt that's good enough. I could go with the 4 times. Like 3 times should be okay. So that's the whole adjustment along with this. Plus, I'm not too sure if you can see this or not. Oh, okay. I thought I had with the whole part of the with the hand grip underneath the barrel, which I had done with the versus boss type of a round. Like it's available if you want to. I know it just helps out with the whole type of horizontal type of recoil, or if not, you got the whole a little bit of speed, a little bit of movement along with your aiming and such. So again, it's totally optional, but definitely that this Plaza security rifle is definitely along with that bundle. And it's a nice type of automatic rifle. I'm not gonna lie, and I have used this type of rifle at least a few times along. Well, especially when it came with the whole McClane bundle, I had used it. Like, hey, this is not bad. It's not too bad of a gun. I kind of like this one too. So, like I said before, with the whole type of automatic part, that's the kind of like what I was referring to, and it's just like the whole part. It would just be nice if the tactical rifles had the same thing. If the whole assault rifles had the same thing. So that's the term actually I was looking for with like the tactical rifles. They could have been automatic rifles. So automatic meaning that. That's actually what I was trying to actually, I was trying to seek the right words for it. It's the automatic rifle, and that's pretty much what I was referring to, like emptying out the clips and just letting the enemy have it, kind of thing. Like it would be nice if like the M16 and the Steyr AUG had that, but it's like, what the hell, they don't. But with something like the Fara 83, it's nice for an automatic rifle like this that has it. So like I said before, this automatic rifle comes along with the bundle. So once again, that was the Fara 83. And finally, for the whole final gun review type of section, yes, that really nice piece of work right there. Now, this is the whole nicely crafted and custom made type of, well, the whole gameplay version of the Hauer 77. So, interesting enough, the Hauer is modeled after the Stevens Model 77E, an era-appropriate pump-action shotgun. And one second here, I was gonna go over to just get more information about that. So, like I said, like I mentioned before, the Hauer 77 is modeled after the Stevens Model 77E. Now, having said that, apparently the 77E, the whole gauge shotgun, comes in a variety type of variants, which is the 12 gauge, 16 gauge, 20 gauge, 28 gauge, and the 410 gauge. It's like, holy shit, that's a lot. So the whole military version of the 77E was the most widely used shotgun of the Vietnam War. So it was a short-barreled shotgun action shotgun, known variously as the trench or riot type of shotgun in 12 gauge. So, like I said before, all this information is in the description below for all of you to have a look at that further in depth. So, yes, I've had both of the characters, Lawrence Sims and Johnny McClane here, use this nice type of shotgun right here. Yes, the cowboy himself. So that part of the whole weapons review wraps up, well, it pretty much is already done in that section, and that wraps up with the whole weapons review right there. And now all the cool type of quotes of which McClane says along with the whole gestures.
Yeah, I'm John McClane.
Hi.
I'm John McClane.
Hi.
Yeah, thanks, partner. Nice. I have you to thank for that? Thanks. I have you to thank for that? Throw quite a party. Very slick. Nice. Very slick.
One type of also a little interesting cool feature is that, yes, this time I managed to get McClane's watch. So I decided to throw that in there just for the hell of things, and like, well, I might as well get in there because I'm gonna be filming all this, so whatever, you know. So McClane's watch.
So you think this under-advisement jerkweed?
The vote's not in yet. No, thank you. All right. You smoke? Come on, you want to stay alive? You stay with me.
Drop it, dickhead. It's the police. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Asshole! You got any Christmas music? You always ask so many questions.
So you think this under-advisement jerkweed?
Way ahead of you, partner.
It's the police. Drop it. Drop it, dickhead. Drop it. So you think this under-advisement jerkweed?
Asshole!
Drop it, dickhead.
Way ahead of you, partner.
You got any Christmas music?
Drop it, dickhead. It's the police. It's the police.
You always ask so many questions.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Well, well, well. Nice.
I read you.
I hear you.
I read you.
I hear you.
I read you.
Okay, so as for the whole type of quoted lines and along with the gestures, I'm pretty sure I've pretty much had covered most of it in that particular sense. So I think that's all pretty good. So throughout all of it, throughout the whole thing, through and through type of deal. Great bundle. As a matter of fact, when the whole part of these type of iconic type of action characters, like such as John McClane and John Rambo, they both became up for purchase and available for the whole Black Ops Cold War. Well, hey, how can you say no, right? Depending if you're into that or if you're not into those characters, that's entirely your choice, your decision sort of deal here. For me, as soon as those characters became available, the very first character I had purchased and had gotten right away was...
How you doing?
John McClane right here, Bruce Willis's character. He was the very first one I purchased. Like, hell yeah, I'm grabbing this guy right here. Then I inevitably got Sly Stallone's character, John Rambo. I thought, okay, well, I'll make a versus bots video with him in it as well. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up all the information. I do apologize, everyone, if this had taken much more time than needed, but at the same time, look at it this way. There was much of the content to cover, and much of these type of weapons to explore, along with the bundle. And well, with John Rambo, of course, I broke it down because I figured like there's gonna be much to tell. As for Bruce Willis's character, John McClane, to me there was gonna be like, well, roughly give or take, a bit more content to explore besides Sly Stallone's character, John Rambo, because like there was quite a bit of weapons that he had, and like, well, instead of making about 2 or 3 of them, I'll go ahead and just cram it all into one. Alright, well, since now we're pretty much already done here, alright everyone, this is literally the wrapping part right here. It is officially all wrapped up. In other words, in the whole type of show business, as they would say, this is now a wrap. So finally got to my version of the whole best for last, which was Bruce Willis's character, Police Detective Lieutenant John McClane, who was a cop from New York, and who became a cop in LA and Los Angeles for a little bit. Then he pretty much went back to getting onto the police department in New York again. So that is literally throughout all the bundle of which I pretty much had exposed on the whole gameplay film as it is. And I, on the other hand, I for sure as hell that all of you had enjoyed this video, enjoyed the whole part of the exploration, the whole action performance of Bruce Willis's character, John McClane, the weapons that he uses, and all the other content that we had explored. Like I mentioned before, I hope all of you very much did enjoy it. Well, it was fun, going through this and then gathering up all the research information about the weapons that he was using and such and so on. Well, the same everyone, I hope very much thoroughly that all of you had enjoyed this video, including with all like the action packed in there, including with all the gun information and so on. Anyways, by all means, for those of you who are new to this channel, please be sure to hit that like, subscribe, notification for more of this type of gameplay kind of content and other ones as well. And for those who have already subscribed to my channel like a bit of a while ago, once again, thank you very, very kindly. Very much appreciate that. That does mean a lot to me, not to mention it does help my channel in the long run of things. I like to be able to keep this channel growing as time continues on, so if you can be able to give me a hand of sharing this type of video with some of your friends, and hopefully they like what they see and they can be able to support this channel, that'd be more than great, and I very much appreciate that. Thank you very much. So like I mentioned before, this is a whole wrap part of some of these characters I have already used, and hopefully I'll be able to get a few more produced along the way, and I can be able to press onward from Black Ops Cold War. So everyone, thank you very much, appreciate that, absolutely very much appreciate this, and I hope all of you had a great Christmas, and all of you have a blissful type of New Year that will be ringing on in with the next like 24 to 48 hours or something. I'm pretty sure it's like about roughly 24 or a little over. So as I continue on and getting more of these type of hopefully if I can make them more epic and cool to see the most part of these things, keep up with the support everyone, always greatly appreciate that. Peace out, stay gold.